Previously on Critically Stupid.
Hello and welcome to the best D&D podcast on the internet. Critically Stupid. Critically Stupid. Yep, that's what I meant. Now you may be asking yourself, Gareth, what happened last week? It's been a full week, a full 7 days. I can't remember. Fear or not, I can't even count to 7, so I get it. But as you may remember, we were infiltrating the Mafia base, sneaking into their headquarters, their complex, and we come down into this big room, no windows, no entrances, well, except for the entrance we just came through, no exits, nothing, except for 2 people, and a bunch of strange-looking things written on the ground. They may have just been letters, I don't know. But this one gentleman, Edwin, very studious, very scholarly, he was reading, very impressive. And another beholder, Tanya. You may be thinking, oh, a beholder, Tanya, is that Tim's sister? Why? Just because it's a beholder whose name starts with a T? Well, it is Tim's sister, but that's pure coincidence. Don't worry about that. Now, we were having a very lovely conversation with these two captives. But they just were Edwin at least, was very insistent on us leaving the vicinity, of us exiting. We just put a whole lot of work into entering, you know. But we were in a very heated conversation. The floor started to glow. The room started to shake, or maybe that was just me. And I, understandably, I think, panicked. And I also, understandably, maybe less so, maybe kicked Edwin in the head a little bit. Just a little. But, like, really hard.
Oh God, what a nightmare. Okay, I'm ready to game.
Garion, are you back? Are you good?
Yes.
All right.
I feel like not to like Anthony. Yeah. Starting out. I just want to. So this was like really full when I started drinking it, and it's less full. So
typically how beverages
it's
go.
Not because I spilled it. It's because I drank it. So
that's usually what happens when you drink something.
Welcome to Critically Stupid, where we also love alcohol.
That doesn't roll off the tongue as easily.
It's true. Drugs are way more fun. What's going on, everybody?
Drugs are way more fun, and Garion's not old enough for either.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We recorded 2 weeks in a row, which is just crazy. All right.
I refilled my drink, guys.
I saw that. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Getting litty titty up in here.
Man, I wish I.
Do you want to get a bevy really quick? We got time.
Do it.
I don't have a bevy because
you have no bevies. You have no bevies.
I have 0 bevies. Yeah.
Surely not.
0. Yeah, I have 0.
That's
devastating.
We're operating under a dearth of bevies right now.
Maybe.
Remind me next time.
Do it, you fucking coward.
I'm not going to. I'm going to use context clues to figure out what a dearth is.
My name is Alex. I am the DM, and my favorite part about last episode was when Gareth got scared and kicked a dude in the head.
My name's Anthony. I play Arnold. My favorite part of the episode was that my best friend Tim came back, and I can't wait to learn more about him.
Hey, my name's Katie. I play Cerulean, and my favorite part of last episode was meeting Tanya, Tim's bestie. So we'll see how it goes.
My name is Garion. I play Gareth, and my favorite part of last episode was when I cool-headedly handled a tense situation by kicking some guy in the head.
Oh, tremendous. Bestie.
My name is Dianna. I play Mel, and I don't remember shit. I'm sorry, but it was fun. The whole thing, it was fun. The whole episode, it was solid.
I love the gesture with the glass of wine. I don't remember shit.
Just being honest, guys. Just
by the
end of the night, I will say Lin-Manuel Miranda for Anthony.
Beautiful. Gary, in case you're wondering, I did leave in the part in your intro where you forgot Tanya's name and you fumbled it into something else, and that's going in the episode.
Yeah. I realized as soon as Katie said Tanya, I'm like, oh, I totally said Tiana, huh?
You did.
That is the character from A Princess and the Frog, or The Princess and the Frog, rather. Sorry.
Does anybody need a recap of last time? Do we remember it fairly well?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so last time you walked through the sewers, you encountered Tim, who pointed you in the direction of sort of like Sylvie's area of the sewers.
Her crib, if you will.
There was a room that you looked down into with an old halfling man and a young human flipping frantically through a book. There was a glyph, on the floor. Arnold immediately got involved, casting sleep, sending everybody to sleep. Good spell title, does what it says on the tin. You all got down there. Katie slapped one of them awake and asked a couple of questions. Turns out this book is a spell book of some kind, way out there in terms of like capability. Whatever this thing is, it's pretty powerful. Gareth opened the door that was in this room. There's a set of double doors. Gareth opened them. Are we good? Is everything okay?
Diana and I just look at the screen, and all of a sudden we see Garion with chopsticks going.
I am listening. You guys are just repping.
Sorry.
Garion opens the double doors, and I'm gonna fucking.
You learned from She-Hulk. Can we just move on?
Wait, are those Cheetos?
The Cheeto Puffs.
If you're not eating Cheetos with chopsticks, you gotta eat Cheetos with chopsticks. That is the move.
What?
I eat everything with chopsticks.
I don't want to get my fingies all crusty because I'm using my mouse and keyboard and such.
Then you don't get to. Oh, okay. Well, if I'm eating pizza,
you can lick the chopsticks. It's not quite the same, but
one of them has just turned to you, Gareth, after you closed the door, and asked you, "What the fuck are you doing here?" So we're gonna open with you. We're gonna open with your response.
I mean, what answer can I give them? We're here to rob you. That's a bad one. We fell.
Oh, that was serious. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
that's
cool,
the answer. Yep.
He advances a step, and you can see that he, similarly to the first guy who came through the teleporter, each of these boys is holding a short sword, except where the first guy's was clean, these are like bloodied and dripping like thick coagulated chunks of black blood onto the floor.
Coagulated, nice.
Do you want to ask Siri what it means, or you?
How dare you?
And actually, Gareth, as you're looking at this, you hear a faint spitting sound, and as you look down, you realize that the chunks of blood dripping off their swords are sizzling as it's hitting the ground.
So I probably don't want that on or in my body.
So the half elf says, "No, I mean it. who are you and what are you doing here? It's just Edwin and Haviland. And I guess what's her face, but like, and his sword arm is coming up to like bear at you.
All right, I'm gonna like go for a blatant lie then, I suppose, for my deception.
Okay.
Listen, we were just walking around. I literally tripped and fell. Big flash of light. Now we in this room. All right. They seem to be teleporting people around. They're not very good at it.
That is a fat lie. I love it.
Correct.
Give me a deception roll.
Yeah. Hold on. Too many dice in here. Which one of them is the D20? This
thinking.
one. That is wow. Wolf. Okay. 13.
13. Okay. With
Try to help him. Can I give him advantage?
He's after he's rolled it. Yeah, for sure, bro.
I can do that.
After he's rolled,
yeah.
You can't.
After he rolls, before you tell the result, I can.
Bang!
Bardic inspiration.
All right, Anthony? Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I've never used it. I've never really used it, so let's try it out because why not, right?
All right, so I need a little like in-story justification. Like, how do you jump in?
Oh, for sure. Well, so as I'm hearing this, it starts to feel like a story to me, and I'm like, oh, I have better ideas here, but like I think he needs some help.
Shitty storyteller.
I was like, this is a shitty story. Let me
I just do that in real life.
So it says as a bonus action, I can give it to him. It is 1d6 at least. I give him. So
okay. The other half elf, so they almost look a little bit like twins. They're both half elves with shorn, actually platinum blonde hair, buzz cutted, and they're both wearing crop tops.
I'm some shitty. Yes, I'm real shitty.
And the other one is looking at you, Anthony, while you're jumping in here. So go ahead and give your bardic inspiration to Garion. Garion, add a d6 to that roll.
D6. Wow. 6.
Whoa. Okay, so a 19.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Return them back.
What it is, what it is, what it is, what it isn't.
Okay. His advance slows a little bit. He still has his sword up and he is still walking towards you. However, he is distracted by a sudden burst of steam that comes from this creature that they have brought with them standing on this teleporter.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what is it?
It is, I'm so glad you asked. Give me perception rolls, please, everybody. Bestie, that's going to be the D20. And in the middle bubble towards the bottom, it's alphabetical. So there should be a P for perception.
Garion got an 18.
Pretty good.
I got 23.
Jesus, Arnold. Cerulean.
I see nothing. I didn't get a nat 1 or anything, but I got a 7.
I got a 14.
Okay, Cerulean, you see bees just like somehow buzzing around. Strange because they're exactly. It's strange because this is underground, but the bees. It's pretty weird that nobody's talking about them. Anyway, okay, Arnold. Standing sort of facing this half elf and thrust into this confrontation, you notice a couple things about this creature standing next to it. Number one, it is not actually human. It is humanoid, being that it is in the shape of like a human silhouette. 2 arms, 2 legs, head. Its body is made of gears and cogs and tiny bits of like really intricate machinery coiling and clicking around each other really, really quietly. However, with 23, I'll also give you a couple more details. This creature's gears are not ticking properly. Somebody as attuned to music and actually beats as you would be as the bard, you can already hear the desynchronization coming from this thing. It's almost like bits of it are ticking at different or wrong speeds. Over its head, where a normal human's face would be, somebody has taken a plate of black glass and scratched really crude, almost childlike features into it. And it's two eyes and then a really exaggerated smiley face. But this thing is sort of like slumped over a little bit, standing upright, and the steam exploded from a joint between its shoulder and its chest.
I like to imagine his face as like a colon capital D.
Yeah, a little bit. The other half elf, Arnold, does the same thing to you. Comes up with his sword up, and asks, what the fuck does this guy sound like? He asks, sure then, where were you when you were taken? Huh? Were you on the boat?
So he says, okay. So I looked at him and I just doubled down with what Garion says, the lie. But yeah. I reinforce it with a little bit of truth, and I say, my friend fell and I saw that there were people down there and they looked like they might be violent, so I got scared, and I put them to sleep, and I probably shouldn't have, but I was a panic. You have friends, you understand, they're all my best friends, I mean no harm. And I start kind of like telling him that I just didn't want anyone to get hurt or any kind of scuffle because it was a mistake. So we moved them out of the way because we saw some kind of like energy coming. So we moved them, and then you guys appeared. So that's what it.
Honestly, that's a pretty good lie. I'll take it. Give me a deception roll from you, but give it to me with advantage. So roll twice, take the higher of the two.
I'm gonna say I believe that story.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good lie.
Oh my god, I rolled poorly. Let me see. I only got a 9.
Okay.
Even with advantage?
What was the base roll?
It's fucking terrible. My best one was a 4. Terrible roll.
Okay.
No.
This is
a good lie.
It was a really good lie, which is why the rest of this is going to be a bummer for you. Don't take it personally.
No.
So the first one, the one looking at Gareth, says, now that all well might be true, but I'm afraid you've seen too much. And we are going to roll initiative for the first time in quite some time, actually. Bessie, that's going to be by your health and hits. You got a little initiative bonus.
Garion got a 5.
Is that which of these fine dice am I?
It's the D20, Bestie.
Thanks. I've been drinking.
I forgot that I have a +0 initiative bonus.
What you got, Katie?
16.
Okay, Arnold. 17 for Arnold. Bestie.
17. Yeah.
We've already done a season of this, and I've never asked, but I low-key don't even understand what the initiative is or why I have.
Initiative is fight order. Essentially, you are. This is my way of announcing that you are going to fight. Now, I will say that you do not necessarily have to scrap with these boys. They're just going to scrap with you. So if you want to find a creative way out of this that doesn't involve fighting, you can definitely do so on your turn. We're sort of going from freestyle, sort of like I do this and then you do that willy-nilly, to a more ordered and structured series of events.
Okay, so I don't want to go. I got a 23, but I don't want a 23 because I don't want to go first.
Okay, so first round, Bessie, you're up. These two dudes are looking for a fight. One of them is approaching Gareth. One of them is approaching Arnold with short swords raised. You also hear and see this sizzling as this blood touches the floor of this sort of painted circle. And you also start to hear signs of stirring and groaning from the three people that Arnold cast sleep on.
Don't worry, I'll take care of this. I'm gonna go around and kick all of them in the head.
I will draw my bow. I'm pretty good at that.
Yep.
And I will say, we're not looking to fight. I've killed before.
Very
What?
Contradicting.
I've been drinking. Leave me alone. We're all stuck down here, and we can help each other to find a way out, or we can fight, and I won't hesitate to kill again.
Golly. Okay.
Intimidation.
Right?
You can if you'd like to, Bestie. Yeah.
Oh, is that a thing?
It's a skill. It's should be around perception, intimidation.
Right.
Roll the D20. Add that number to it.
Okay.
Because that's some pretty scary shit. I'm going to be real. And also not a lie, which makes it somehow more scary.
Right.
It's not really a bluff. It's just a threat.
I'm gonna show you because no one's gonna believe me. That makes it a 21.
Did you roll a 20?
Yes.
Okay, so when you roll a 20,
It's
a nat 20. You don't have to add to it. You critically succeeded.
Oh, I critically
yeah.
succeeded, which is actually for fucking initiation, which I didn't want, or initiative, whatever the fuck it is, where I didn't want a 20. I got one then too, so I'm just full of D20.
Keep rolling that die.
Yeah, you're doing great. Okay,
on fire.
this guy is
alcohol. It fuels me.
Honestly, same. This guy is visibly taken aback. And you
should be.
You actually see him take a step back and falter, and he is going to lose his turn in initiative order, and he's going to drop a little lower than he was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Arnold, you are up.
Okay. Arnold's not a fighter, like, guys. He doesn't like. He doesn't jump. He's a lover. He doesn't jump right in fights. So like, what he would actually do?
Kiss him on the mouth.
So he kisses him. Right, but he asks very nicely.
Everyone's getting mono.
No. So no,
the long con.
So what he does is he sees this person coming toward him and coming toward his friend. And he sees all this like potential violence about to happen, and he casts He casts minor illusion to sound exactly like Sylvie. And say, what's all this ruckus that's going on in there? It's a deception, I suppose. I'm trying to deceive these people into imagining that Sylvie's saying, enough of this, you guys have work to do. We know who's in there. Just help them out. Or like, let them help you.
Ah.
I think this would play out.
I'm sorry, you hate me right now. I'm sorry.
No. It's an interesting, like, because like you all, for the chaos you cause, you all really don't like getting into combat.
Sorry. I'll say at the very least, Arnold is trying to distract these men so they have a disadvantage.
Okay, that one I'll give you. That's fine.
Okay.
So all of you hear Sylvie's voice. I will say scratching, muffled exactly as it was when she was speaking from the other side of the wall. Arnold manages to catch that sound pretty well. And you hear her voice say, oh gosh, now you boys will be boys. Now stop it in there. I know that you're fighting and I know it is time to get back to work. Somebody give me a status update on that teleporter. And Arnold, you see this half elf instinctively like step backwards a little bit and straighten his shoulders, almost like he's about to like defend himself. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I just kind of defer to my friends. I look and like hope, like, see what happens from this.
Okay.
Can I like answer Sylvie's question? She asked like, how's it coming along? Can I just go, coming along great?
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. There is the muffled sound of groaning, and Cerulean, you're actually close enough to see Haviland, the sprightly halfling, who the older guy who's of Edwin and Haviland, sit up and start.
Just give the word.
Looking and he's looking around, his eyes like immediately shoot open. He is going to slide into initiative right here.
He's prone though,
Aren't
right?
they? Are they?
Surely-
Yeah, he's sitting down.
I imagine he also has a disadvantage to initiative because he's drowsy.
You would like to think that, wouldn't
Aren't
you?
they tied
It's
up?
true. That's why I said it.
He is actually, to Diana's point, still tied up. He and
Bang.
Edwin and Mikey, the first guy that came through. Cerulean, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to attempt to cast Prestidigitation to take all of the icky stuff off of the weapons of our assailant.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah. Do you roll for that, or does it just happen?
It's just a utility.
Okay. All right. Where's it go?
It disappears.
All right. Here's what I'll give you. I'll give you this. You wipe your hands, and both short swords that these half elves are holding on to are wiped clean of whatever's on there. You're not quite sure. However, as soon as it slicks off the blade, this substance congeals into a boiling mass of almost tar-like substance, and refuses to be dissolved by your magic, and it actually spits and congeals and flies and hits the door in this room, the double door with the ooze behind it. And the room is suddenly filled with the searing, stinking smell of searing wood.
Is it like venom is like alive or something?
It's actually just Tom Hardy. This is my sneaky way of getting Tom Hardy into this game. Tom, if you're listening, love you, man. Okay, one other thing happens in this turn. You all feel a strong vibration as the glyph beneath you starts to rumble.
Hold on.
I'll have what he's having.
Katie, that's your daughter, right?
It's our oldest, yeah.
Oh yeah, if she still refuses to go to bed, I will, if you need me to. I'm not gonna finish that.
What, kick her in the head, bro?
No, I would really love for you to finish it, actually. You're gonna round
go ahead, threaten Katie real quick.
I think it made it worse by establishing the personal connection at first. Like, that's your daughter, right? Your child.
If it wasn't your daughter, I'd let her go. But since it's your daughter, I'm willing to give her a TBI at this young age when brain development is so important. It's just good looking out. Good looking out.
Get him, Nurse Diana. Get him.
All right, we're cutting back in. We're gonna move on.
Yep.
The glyph is rumbling.
The glyph is rumbling, and Gareth, one of the boy in front of you, is gonna swing at you. Oof. Thank you for that audio. And he's going to roll 15 against your AC.
My AC is 13.
Okay, so he is going to hit you for 5 points of damage as his short sword splits your armor over your bicep, and you feel that cold sting of steel slice open your skin.
Rude, I'll say it.
But it is your turn.
What's the overall? Will I be able to, like... If I were to try and disarm him, would that be a sleight of hand roll?
I think it would be, because you're rocking your short swords right now, right?
Yes, correct.
I think it would be an attack with disadvantage is how I would play that, because you're specifically going for like a really kind of awkward hook and loop maneuver.
That's true, which is why I would much rather it be a sleight of hand roll, because that's a much higher bonus.
I'm sure you would.
Okay. So how disadvantage are we talking?
Like you're going to roll a d20 and take the lower of the two.
Oh, I got you.
But I'll let you add your normal attack bonus to it.
All right. First roll, 5 plus 6 is an 11. Something tells me that's going to be the roll. Second roll is somehow worse. It's a 3 plus 6, which is a 9.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's crazy. So I don't think I did it.
So you lunge forward and you hook your short sword. You actually managed to get your short sword like under the hilt of his, which is sort of what you're going for. And then he just kicks you in the knee, and you fall down.
Hey, cheating.
Oh, man.
I know it's. I mean, he doesn't have to follow the code of honor or whatever. But it didn't work, and you looked like a buffoon, and everybody laughs at you.
Yeah, well, this guy's a bitch, so it doesn't matter.
Arnold, your guy is gonna take a swing at you, but he's only gonna roll a 13 against your AC.
11.
Hard.
My AC. Yeah.
You are only gonna take 2 points though, as he takes a swing at you, but you pretty nimble on your feet, lighter than not the rogue apparently, but you're only gonna take 2 points of damage as his sword just sort of like catches a piece of you. Top of the order, Bestie, you're up. The glyph rumbling under your feet has started to light up.
But is anybody, are people still throwing hands? Like, do I gotta kill people again?
People are actively throwing hands.
All right, fine. I'll fucking kill somebody again. All right. So what did I do? I pulled out my bow. What do? I roll a dice.
You roll a d20. You should have one of the circles should be the right circle should be your weapons. There should be a +5 or 6 or something to hit. Roll the dice, add that number to it.
All right, so it's not a d20, but it is a 19 plus 7. Someone do the math. I'm killing bitches again.
26 does really well. Okay, so there's another die next to that +5. It should be like
person.
It should be like a d8, 1d8 plus 4 or 1d6 plus 3, something like that.
D8. Okay, so and then I add to it my
Yes, you
damage
should.
type here.
So
Okay.
it should be a D8 plus a number, and then you add the number.
Okay, that would bring me to a 9.
Jesus. Okay.
Did I kill him?
Which one are you shooting at? The one attacking Gareth or the one attacking Arnold? Pick a friend really quick.
Oh, I don't.
It's like the Joker. You must choose.
Yeah. We're
Like,
having
what
tryouts.
What is this Sophie's Choice bullshit? I just can't.
1, 2, 3, go.
Who got hit worse?
You saw Gareth get his knee kicked in, and I imagine he made like a beans
Didn't
as
he
he
get
went down.
hit? Didn't.
I also got my shoulder clavicle.
That's what I thought too. All right, I'll aim for him. What?
Okay.
Clavicle?
Don't we all have
Clavicle.
anatomy was a while ago, but I think we all have clavicles.
Garion, do you want to ask Siri what No, you coward.
Siri.
Did you mute yourself to do it?
No. Okay. Let's just keep going.
Okay. All right, Gareth. You see your boy stumble forward. Actually,
You're welcome.
getting like the two of you were like almost in fisticuffs, like as he presses up against you, and the two of you actually go against the door as his inertia takes you off the glyph. And you see sort of like emerging from his shoulder blade a pair of feathers that was not there several moments ago.
Nice.
Bestie, that was great. Arnold, you are up.
You're on your own, Arnold. I'm sorry. I
Did we all see the feathers?
Yeah, did we all see the
Everybody
feathers?
saw and heard the arrow, and you all heard this guy go like, "Ow!"
Okay. Shit. Well, so I see all this. The man attacks me. I obviously got hit, so I'm gonna retaliate. I take out my crossbow and I shoot it at the knee of the man who attacked me. At the knee. I'm not going for a kill. I'm going to take him down.
I love the opposite approaches that Arnold and Mel are employing here.
All right, I rolled the 20 plus what? Is it?
You're firing your crossbow. There should be a plus number next to the crossbow on your app. Should be like a +3 or +4, +5, somewhere in that. Shouldn't be too high.
Where would it be?
It would be under your weapons.
Let me see if I can find that.
Go to your actions.
Actions, got it.
Yeah.
That's where I saw crossbow earlier, I believe.
It's directly after your
actions. Hang on, I rolled a 13.
Skills.
I see unarmed strike, but I don't see crossbow.
Do you have it equipped in your inventory?
Probably not.
Arnold, just add a 4 to it.
Let's add a 4.
We gotta try through this fight a little faster.
All right, I got 17 then.
17. Okay, perfect. That hits. Roll some damage.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna say, is it D22 for damage?
It should be a
D8
for a
D8.
crossbow.
D8.
It should be a D8. Yeah.
Who the hell is rolling a D20 for damage?
D20. Let me do it.
Damn.
It's a very good crossbow, guys.
It's a big crossbow.
It's
it's a terrible crossbow. I rolled a 1, of course.
Okay.
You couldn't even get him in the knee.
Yeah.
No, it hits. It hits.
It
The crossbow
hits.
bolt hits his knee, but it like sort of like grazes a scraping wound across like the top of it. I think what
Scrapes his
Arnold
knee
was
with an
going
arrow.
for. Yeah. Arnold was really going for like a mid cartilage sort of like puncture, and instead, like one Ninja Turtle Band-Aid is going to fix this guy right up.
Going for a real mid clavicle shot.
Do you understand? Never mind.
No concept.
Clavicle, your collarbone.
I was
Katie.
close.
You see Haviland dive towards the book.
Oh gosh.
And with his bound hands, flips it open.
Is it my turn?
No. Oh, I mean, yes, but this is his turn. He's flexible in the initiative order for reasons that don't concern you. And he starts reading something out loud that sounds like he has begun speaking in tongues. Now it is your turn.
Kick him in the head.
Remind me to shoot that motherfucker next time.
I'm gonna run up to him
Do it. Kick him in
And
the
cast
head.
Charm person.
All right.
That's the poor man's kick in the head.
The very bougie man's kick in the head. Thank you.
You're rolling no, I rolled a save out of it, right? 13.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 19.
Dang it.
Damn.
You'll get it one of these days, Buster.
I know, man.
You know what he doesn't get a saving throw against?
Getting kicked in the head. We have
Head.
got to get through these rounds faster.
Okay. So Cerulean just puts her hand on his head and says, I just really need you to stop, please. And I imagine he just like looks. He's chanting.
He like twists his head upwards and then goes back down and just starts reading again. Like, I don't know.
And I'm gonna back up off the cliff for the rest of my movement.
Okay.
I thought you said cliff for a second.
Glyph.
No, the glyph is in like the middle of this room, but there is like a small perimeter around it. Garion, you are going to take 2 points of damage as the heat from this door starts burning your back.
Word. I'm against the door. Cool.
Yeah, this guy's pressed you against the door. You're both off the glyph. And it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to no longer try to disarm him. Instead, I'm going to try to stab him with my sword.
So you are essentially embracing, like, because of Mel's arrow, this has pushed the two of you into like.
Oh, that's cute.
So you're gonna have to
like
use your move to try and like get him off you because you're not in striking range.
What if I bit his ear like Mike Tyson?
I fucking love it. Do it.
Is it an unarmed strike? I assume.
Absolutely,
right?
it is, unless you've got knives in your mouth.
Okay. That is a fuck. That's a 4. Damn it.
You sensually kiss him on the neck. And it's a little aggressive. It's a little aggressive, and he does break out into goosebumps a little bit.
Maybe he
No way he's still holding on to me after that. No way he's still holding me in his arms after I gently kiss him on the neck.
You don't know his life. Maybe he's craving protection.
You feel his breath catch a little bit.
I feel a spark, a faint.
I cast Minor Illusion to play Unchained Melody, and it's just that song from Ghost.
It's Careless Whisper by George Michaels.
Okay. Bad guy's turn. Something happens. Who is doing it? I need Arnold and Mel to give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Why am I in danger?
You're about to find out.
Am I on the glyph? I thought I moved off the I was operating under the assumption I wasn't standing right on it like a complete fucking moron.
Well, I, much like a toddler, need to be told explicitly what you are doing.
I don't know what I'm doing, bestie.
So I got 20 total.
Okay, pretty good.
21. I got 16 plus 5, 21. Yes.
Okay, 21 is good. Both of you feel that, you guys are really actually rolling. Well, some of you are rolling quite well. Garion's not, but that's just comedic. The glyph on the floor starts to rumble much stronger and starts to glow much brighter. Arnold and Mel, you instinctively step off very quickly. Cerulean and Gareth are actually already off the glyph. In a blinding flash of light, you see the clockwork monster, the clockwork guy, and the other half elf who was attacking Arnold disappear, leaving you with the guy attacking Gareth,
kick his
Evelyn,
ass,
and Edwin. It is the top of the order, and it is Diana's turn.
Let me just start beating the shit out of him.
Attacking Gareth, even still, like I hit him pretty fucking good. Like
you did, but you know who didn't? Garion.
I have his heart in the palm of my hand.
It's true. I mean, between the love and the arrow.
Can you feel
Oh, that's what
the
it was actually the Cupid's
love
arrow.
tonight? Oh,
I
okay.
said that already. That I was a
I
little.
know, but nobody
confused,
heard
but it-
you, so I had to
I
read it.
didn't.
Because nobody listens to me ever. Even outside of game, nobody fucking listens to me. I don't know why I try.
Bestie, what are we doing? What is the
am
move?
I doing? Who's getting attacked now? I'm just gonna kill
You
some
get to
bitches.
decide.
It's the guy that's Garion
Wait,
is trying to make out
What
with.
do you mean you get to decide? There's only one. There's like 2 people in combat, and it's me and this random guy. So I heard decisions
I
between
didn't-
me and
Combat.
this.
Combat's a strong word, wouldn't we say?
That is a strong
Call it
word.
what you want.
Love is a
He's
battlefield,
attacking
okay?
his neck with something.
But nobody else is getting attacked.
No,
Everybody
he
else
is now
is.
the only one in the room, aside from Haviland and Edwin, who are now both awake.
And they're tied up. But one of them's reading from a book still.
Haviland is actively reading from this book. Yes.
I'm thinking instead of just
I almost just
bounding
wanna-
them, maybe we should gag them as well, because Katie can like talk with them via telepathy,
Right,
so
do the
they don't
head
need to be able
thing,
to
and
talk.
then he can stop reading the
We
book.
did have him gagged, but we had to take it out. Remember?
Right, so can we
Clearly
put
I
it
do not.
back?
Push it back in.
Can we put that gag back in there?
Yeah, there's a
Should-
gag
we-
hanging from his neck, sort of like as
Can
a
we
as a.
just put that shit
Make
Yeah,
back?
if you want to
we
run
should
over
make-
there and do that, you can do that.
We should make him
Yeah, we
switch
do.
gags as
Because I
punishment.
just think it'd be real cool if he stopped reading from the murder book.
I agree.
Okay. Do you want to run? So you want to run over there and gag him?
I do.
It appears that
Yeah.
he sent 2 of his homies back to the boat?
Yeah.
Question mark.
through
Attempt? Question mark?
the floor Stargate.
You know.
I'm just not sure what's going on there, but
Okay, so
Okay, so you running up?
yes, I'm gonna gag him again, so he'll stop fucking reading.
Okay, you run over there, and as you get closer to him, it almost feels like his words are like little tiny needles prickling your skin. It's not necessarily painful, but it's whatever he is saying is deeply, deeply physically unpleasant to listen to. And you get your hands around the gag on his neck and shovel it up over his mouth as he manages to spit out one last syllable. What's up, everybody? It is me, Alexander James, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and plant witch. I am so excited that you're here. Welcome to Season 2. We're still buzzing about it. Season 2, Episode 2 of Critically Stupid. I'm so glad that you tuned in. Give me just a couple of minutes. I'll have you right back to the show. As per the Code Legal, we are playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, an official Dungeons & Dragons module written by, sing it with me, Christopher Perkins, Scott Fitzgerald Gray, Kim Mohan, and Michelle Carter. I mean, it's a shock. It's a shock that I'm not in Rockefeller Center. Carnegie Hall, one of those. If you or any of your friends would like to get into D&D, I very much suggest that you go to dnd.wizards.com. Check out all of the excellent content they have for you there. They have books, they have tomes, they have spell scrolls. They have a spell scroll of Charm Person that does way better than Cerulean. Sorry, Katie, love you. As always, you can tweet us at CritStupid to end up as a future character on the show. I've got some characters that you guys are going to meet in the next couple of episodes that I took from our little community pool, which is very exciting. So if you haven't yet, tweet us at CritStupid, and you might end up as a character. And again, can't stress enough, character in name only, because the meat puppets that I have working here do a lot of weird shit, and that's not you, that's me. One thing that we're starting for seasons 2 and 3, we're not quite sure when we're going to roll it out. We will have branded graphics for new episodes saying like, hey, new episode this Friday, or currently listening to Critically Stupid episode 2, season 2, episode 2. If you share these images or use them and tag us in a post across, kind of whatever medium, you will go into a pool to be a featured listener on Critically Stupid. What that means is I'll feature your handle. I'll shout you out a little bit for listening to the show. And then if you've got a project that you're obviously sort of working on or have featured, I'll try and talk to that at least a little bit, to the best of my ability. No promises. If your handle has any kind of profanity, I probably won't use it, just because, we're not necessarily a family show, but I'm not just going to jump out and say all of your nasty words that you got in that handle. So I don't know, keep that in mind, I guess. Whatever. We're doing a big push to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you haven't yet, I would love it if you could subscribe, if you could share the show with a friend and recommend that they subscribe, or if you could leave us a rating and a review on Spotify. We're really just hungry for those likes and those ratings and those reviews, because they help us get pushed further with the algorithms and get in front of more people who hopefully like the show. So if you haven't yet, I would love it if you could do that, and tell a friend. Welcome to Critically Stupid. Tell a friend. That's it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to let you get right back to the show. I do love you very much, and I hope you're having a great day. All right. Bye.
Snyder's Return is a tabletop role-playing game interviews and actual play podcast. We interview content creators, Twitch streamers, and fellow podcasters, and we put out our own actual play using a variety of different systems. So come and join us, come and have a listen. You can find us on Twitter at Return Snyder. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, or check out our website at www.snydersreturn.squarespace.com.
Yeah, Arnold, it's your turn. We'll let that sit for a second.
Okay. Does he say the last syllable?
He does, yes. No, he does. Okay. He does. He says it.
Okay. So, I guess I'm imagining from Arnold's perspective, people just disappeared. There's a bunch of rumbling. Kind of jump backwards. I probably wasn't very aware of that happening in the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Yeah. So I'm gonna use my turn to just kind of like turn toward where the action is and where the guy's reading the book, and just be like, "What happened?" Just like panicked, because like I literally have no idea what just happened. My guy, I was like, okay, I'll be like, I have disappearing arrows. I made them disappear.
He's holding his crossbow like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
Look what I did. Yeah.
So, Arnold, you see a couple of things. You see Mel standing over this older halfling, almost like zip tying his head back with this gag. You see Edwin, that gangly human youth, reaching for the book that Havlin was reading out of. But you also, because you're close and you can actually tell, can hear the frantic sounds of something heavy hitting the wall that the hole was carved in that Sylvie was talking to you from. And you can hear her voice shouting on the other side.
That's no good.
The glyph has not stopped rumbling, by the way.
That's even less good, if I can be honest.
Arnold, you still, so you just,
I still have a turn.
I just, you still got an action.
I can say whatever I want. Okay. Or I could do whatever I want.
It's always the solution.
I mean, it's hang on. Let me see. I part of me wants to try to charm him, but I want to see what he's trying to do. I just truly don't know if he's trying to hurt us or do anything. I'm so curious. I feel like if we keep sending him to sleep, I'm never going to learn what happens, and no one's doing anything to figure it out. So I turn, and am I close enough to the book to do anything? Like, can I jump?
Yeah, I mean, you're like within 5 feet, so if you like take a couple steps.
Honestly, I'm going to just lunge to the book. I'm going to grab it and go, what is this? What are you doing? Just explain it, please.
Okay, you grab the book. It is actively hot to the touch. You don't take any damage from it. It doesn't burn you, but it is almost like scalding dishwater hot to hold.
I go, woo! And then I realize, like, that's a good sound. I should use that. Like,
yeah, Robin Thicke used it in Blurred Lines.
I do that.
You notice that this book is opened to a page. Now, you are a magical person, but like you are even less attuned to the sort of like book-bound arcane arts. So you don't get nearly as much as Cerulean does, but you notice that whatever this book is turned to, it is 2 levels that look suspiciously like 2 circles, that one of which you were looking at painted on the floor. So like whatever this is, it is attached to this teleporter in some form or fashion. That's going to be it from you. Haviland is going to, I got to think about the physics of this. So he is on not all fours, but he's like sort of kneeling down, and Dianna or Mel has him by like an almost chokehold. I think he's going to try and wrestle the gag away from his lips.
Is he not still like?
He's still tied
oh,
up.
well, I guess he.
Oh,
can,
he
like,
is. No, he is. But he can like.
Yeah, he can
I thought we
kind
tied
of.
their hands behind their back.
Did we?
I mean, he could have like did the little jump over thing.
Sat over him.
Because he clearly had to like lunge over to the book.
Yeah. I mean, he probably could have gotten it.
All right, let's do this. Let's say that despite his bound hands, he's going to try and pull the gag away from his lips. Bessie, we're going to make contesting strength rolls. So you should have under your ability scores right there. Strength should be at the very top. STR should be like a +4 or something. You're going to roll a D20 and add that to it. And I'm going to roll a D20 and add mine to it. And whoever has the highest one wins. And I will tell you right now, I did roll a 19.
Damn.
I got a 21.
Shut the fuck up. No, you did not.
Plus,
Dang.
plus a 3.
Fuck. All right, fine. He pulls down at this gag and you just sort of like slap his hands
I'm
away.
just gonna bitch slap him. He just saw me shoot an arrow in his buddy and he's gonna try and pull the gag. I will put it over his nose next time too. I just have no patience.
Okay. Arnold.
Very murdery, guys.
Apparently. Arnold, at your feet, you hear a scraping, rustling sound. And Cerulean, you see a couple of things happen. You see Edwin hurl himself at Arnold's knees and push Arnold onto the glyph. You see the glyph light up in a blinding flash of light.
Arnold dies.
Imagine. In a blinding flash, Arnold, Mel, and Haviland are gone. We're going to split this like this.
Just to continue casually, we're gonna move this
I
over here.
feel like
He
I
kicks
just
me
got
off the call, and we're gone.
I was gonna say
Roll
Arnold,
credits
you
on
and
us.
I.
Anyway, guys, thank
we
you
just
so
got
much for
oofed.
being a part of our podcast.
1.25 seasons later.
So
It was fun, guys.
I see Arnold, Mel, and the original caster.
No, the older halfling. The original caster, Edwin,
Is
the guy
still-
that you were speaking to, the guy that you woke up. He bounced Arnold into the glyph just as it was.
But he's
Rumbling.
still there.
He's still there.
Hmm.
So in your room, it is Cerulean, Edwin, Gareth, and Gareth's half-elf.
Where's
Lover.
Tanya?
You don't actually see Tanya.
Dylan.
Can I hear Sylvie?
Arnold, would you have said something before you disappeared?
Honest. I mean,
What?
I probably, as the light came up, I probably went, "Oh boy," and just like held my I just
Held your
I
nose.
quantum leap for some reason. I hold my nose because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm like, could be
Like-
space, could be the ocean.
I
Not
like to
gonna be
imagine
great.
it does like a Marvel movie one. Like you're like, ugh, this is just what I needed.
Okay, so Cerulean, no. But I will tell you that you do hear a deep concussive knocking on the other side of that stone wall.
Damn.
I'm gonna first take the butt of one of my daggers and just ram this kid in the noggin, like right in the temple.
Edwin?
Yeah.
Okay, give me
Really?
a basic attack.
Could have skipped a step if you just use your boot.
I don't know if that's gonna be enough. So is it like an unarmed strike?
Yeah, it'll be. I think it's just a straight up and down strength addition to that roll, plus 2 or 3 or whatever you got.
I got a 16.
Okay. This kid's he's not wearing any armor. And you get the impression that like whatever strength he had, he kind of blew getting Arnold onto that glyph. So he doesn't put up as much of a fight as he potentially would have. And you managed to get your dagger sort of like square between his eyeballs. Give me a damage really quick. Let's see how effectively you do this.
3.
All right. Yeah, his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he goes down again. This poor kid.
So that takes me and Gareth out of combat, right?
Nope.
Just
Takes you out of combat for
Thank
sure.
you so much. Thank you so much, Garion. It is your turn.
Yeah, because you knocked out the guy who was like bound, and notably not the man grappling me. Speaking of which,
maybe she just wanted to see what would come of your love story. Really, it would have been rude.
So
I'm
like against the wall, right? He's like holding my hands up.
Is that TikTok trend where he was like, do this, and then he put his hands through yours and like pushed you straight against the wall?
Okay, anyway. Is there a way I could like jump or push or lean to like get him on the ground?
Yeah, you can like use your action to like force him away from you.
Oh no, I want to still be grappling him, just I be him on the ground.
Okay.
So
yes,
you on top?
Yeah,
yes, correct.
That's what I'm talking about.
You did notice me start to say that and then not say
Give
it.
me a dom check.
I'm
really
committed
quick.
though.
Could you? What exactly would that be on the sheet here? Is that?
Katie,
am I looking for a dom check?
Something to add, Katie? Something?
Did you just say give me a dom check?
He did.
Yes, I did. Yes.
What would that?
No, Gary, give me a strength check.
Strength check. Oh, thank God! A good roll for once. I got a 19.
Let's go. Okay, yes, you get a foot behind you and lunge forward off using the wall or the door behind you as sort of like an anchor point. And you send this kid like flying with you still like attached to him, and the two of you go skidding across the glyph.
Bang. Can I reinforce that position? You know, like pin his wrists or something. So he can't stab me in a vital part of my body.
It is no. You've got to. Every round you get a move, an action, and a minor action. You use your action, so you can move or minor action. Minor action is like speaking.
I think I'll just make real intense eye contact.
Taking the dungeons part of Dungeons and Dragons to a whole new level.
Here comes the smolder.
Are you sure you don't want to like make the Robin Thicke noise or?
That's all Anthony, unfortunately.
Okay. I think he's just gonna try and stab you. I mean, like he
wouldn't
fighting for his life. He's gonna roll an 8, so like it's Katie's turn now.
He's too flustered.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So he goes to stab you, but then you like catch his wrist, and there's a moment of like electricity caught between your two skins.
I catch his wrist.
His internal monologue. This better not awaken anything in me.
So I'm going to go up to this guy who's now on the floor.
The half elf?
Yeah, the one that Gareth is
grappling,
making bedroom eyes at.
Okay.
Getting to know in the biblical sense.
Wow. All right. I'm gonna lose my job. I'm going to take my. Can I do like something fun?
Sure. Yeah. What you got?
I'm doing something fun.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Part of me really just wants to like fall on top of him because I fell on bankers. And anyways, I'm gonna take. No, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm just gonna take my dagger and do the same thing with the butt of it, the hilt of it.
Okay. Give me the same basic strength attack, and then roll a d4 if it succeeds.
Okay, 17.
Okay. Give me some damage.
1.
Okay.
But he's already been hit.
He is actively bleeding from a fantasy gunshot wound. So you hit him in the temple with the hilt of your dagger, and he goes down.
I mean, his heart's beating fast enough already. He
loses all the blood. It's just he goes down hard. So he rolls off.
He goes down hard.
I heard it too.
He falls limp beneath Gareth's grasp.
He falls asleep in my arms. That's what I'm hearing.
Children, we are children. Okay. Because I do want to cut back to Arnold and Mel. I haven't forgotten you. We're gonna get to you. Cerulean and Gareth, you've got a couple of decisions to make really quick.
I have one I wanted to make immediately, real fast. What's the over/under on me getting a coup de grace on that guy and just killing him?
Oh,
he stabbed me in the shoulder. What do you think? What?
You don't want to? I don't know.
All relationships
Question
have
him?
ups and downs.
Yeah, Diana's on my side.
Garion, I would say pretty good. He's unconscious. So
do I watch him start to
Yeah, just like slit his throat.
I think a couple of things happen here. I think Cerulean, you see Gareth short sword. Gareth probably.
Yeah, they're my only two. I just got.
You see Gareth push his sword against this guy's Adam's apple, essentially. The back of his armor is like singed and burned with this like Icarus sort of like bubbled black tar situation. His knee, he's like favoring one knee because he's been kicked in it. So he's got Gareth.
Yeah, I got like my knee kicked in and also my shoulder plate.
He got a shoulder clavicled. Okay.
Whoopsie.
So you see this. So you see Gareth go up with like malicious intent, and you hear. I'm not done. You hear a shocked gasp come from above you, and you see a single eye looking down into this room.
Tim.
What a goddamn nightmare.
Okay. That seems like a good point to leave you guys there. I think you're fine. I think you've got some stuff going on. Arnold and Mel, in a blinding flash of light, you feel dropped, as in like one of those tower roller coasters, like where it brings you up and drops you really far. Your stomach shoots up into your throat, and it feels like you are falling for an indeterminable amount of time. But also simultaneously like you're being squeezed like a tube of toothpaste from the middle, both ends. You two feel something hard slam beneath you. Give me dex saving throws, the two of you, please.
At the 20.
Yeah, it's the 20, and you already rolled it, Bessie. It's going to be the saving throws up there, but give me the dexterity one.
I got a 10.
Oof, okay.
I don't have any band-aids.
I need it.
Why are you always trying to die?
Can't help it. Gotta be myself in this game.
Live my best life.
Be my best
I'm
life.
just dying. I got a 20. I'm living.
Whoa.
I know. I'm so good. I'm drinking it every time now, guys.
I swim in the air and try to land on her. Just like.
Okay, so Mel, you keep your feet. You land on your feet. You actually do a superhero landing and sort of like drop onto one knee.
Badass.
Arnold, you are thrown ass over tea kettle and feel something heavy slam into the back of your head, and you see stars for a second. So what I'm about to describe, I'm describing to Mel because you are seeing Tweety birds sort of like chirp in front of your eyes.
Gotcha.
And bees?
No. The bees
Just
were
birds.
Katie way back there. Just birds. Okay, Mel, you are standing in a small enclosed room, bound entirely in timber, in wood. It's probably like 8 feet wide. It's longer. It's more of like a hallway than a room with an archway behind you, and in front of you is a grand door with an ornate handle right in the middle of it. Everywhere in this room, statues are poised along the walls. Various animals. You recognize a couple regular ones, like there's a stone rhinoceros that looks, and they're smaller. They're like, I would say like, whatever, like the rhinoceros is the size of like a large Labrador dog. There is a hippogriff, which is a half horse, half eagle, poised along one wall. You see a couple of like really shockingly large spiders poised in the corners above the door. You also see several figures lying still on the floor, carved into some pretty bloody slash wounds. And you see the faint imprint of that exact same glyph you were standing on burned into the floor, almost like a wooden carving. And the air smells of like singed wood. Give me a perception check, please, Bestie.
Is that also a 20?
It is also a 20.
Oh, wow. I didn't roll nearly as good on that one. I think I might only be seeing B's, guys, depending on what. Hold on, I'm looking at it's an 11.
You can hear alarmed voices somewhere in the distance above you.
Probably because of all the bees.
Yeah.
Arnold, you come to you see all of the things that I just described to Dianna. You see the hallway and the statues. There are, and I want to be clear on this, a lot of statues. In this short hallway, it's only about 10 feet long. There's probably about 20 of them in various sizes and levels of intricacy.
Okay.
The book that you were snapped with, for lack of a better term, is sitting closed on the floor beside you.
Cool. So first of all, I just grab the book and try to like hide it somewhere. And as I look around, like I'm gonna look around, like I want to know what I notice about like the dead people that are they all wearing similar clothes? Like, do they look similar to the people we've seen?
Gotcha.
Do I notice anything else? You know.
So you tuck the book into like a, I assume you just have like a side bag or a satchel or whatever. And you look around. You do notice that so one end of this corridor is the door, right? The other end is a staircase that goes up and sort of to the left. Looking at these dudes on the ground, they are wearing loose-fitting like canvas shirts and like boots. They give me a investigation check, please.
Cool. Let's do this. Okay. 21.
Ooh, really good. Okay. Their hands are worn and calloused. The skin on their forearms is very tan. You are looking at sailors or dock workers. And the wounds that have slashed them almost to ribbons look very consistent with the work of the short swords that you only faced yourself moments ago.
Okay. So, are the assailants, like, is Haviland still here? Like, can I see that? Like, is he here with us now, or was it just Dianna and I?
No, Haviland is there. He is lying on the floor in a heap, groaning to himself.
Okay. So, I'm gonna run over
because I'm stronger than him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run over and try to help hold him down and just kind of ask him what's going on. I'm gonna say like just straight up, just like, where are we? What happened? Teach me more magic. This is cool, but also where are we?
Yeah, honestly, Garion did it better than I could. That's exactly what he says. Slightly less energy though, because he has not had the greatest day.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I got my brilliant Foley artists right here. I mean, why would I even bother?
Like Kenny from South Park.
So can we do a thing where we're just like, if we take the gag off, will you just talk to us for a second and we just calm down? Can we just like kind of get an idea of like if he's willing to at least be reasonable, or if we could just, so we can just decide what to do with him.
He looks around and then nods frantically.
Okay. So I look at Mel, and I'm just like, can we just talk to this guy for 1 second, please? He could be our friend. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. But before I take the thing off, I'm going to point out to him that I'm gonna offer the same thing I offered before, which is rather than us fighting, we are in the same predicament and could help each other out. But if you get a little wily again, this is going back on. Maybe over the nose this time. I don't know. I'm feeling frisky. And then I'll take it off.
So Arnold is holding him down, and Dianna is spitting these cold facts in his face. And he appears, even as you're holding him down, Arnold, this dude is ebbing. Like whatever strength he had, he blew. And you imagine casting the spell that like reactivated this glyph. Like he is not struggling, and he doesn't really have a whole lot of oomph left in him. His fist grabs a little chunk of your coat, and he pulls you in closer, and he raises his face to your ear, and you hear him whisper, "Star Song, run." Mel, behind you, you hear a curious clicking and pinching sound. And you turn to see 3 of the spider statues crawl off the wall and race across the floor towards you.
That's the thing in my nightmares.